Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Now look, this one, right? I'm going to be telling y'all about the BOAs under the GDs. I know that sounds crazy, but follow me. Alright. So, I don't know if this is a worldwide thing or anything like that, but when I was in prison, this is what was going on. So this is another prison story, right? All right. While I'm in prison doing my time and everything, right? This was around the same time when I told y'all about the vice lord that got $150, right? It was around that same exact time. It was a group of guys that rode in. Usually when they ride people in, they ride like 10 people in at a time. Sometimes it'll be 1 or 2 people, but mostly it'll be about 5 to 10 guys at a time that they ride in. You know what I'm saying? And with those 5 to 10 guys that ride in, that means 5 to 10 of them got to ride out because they need that space. You know what I'm saying? Either they go home, ride out, go to the hole, you know, all type of shit happen, you know. So every time it is a cell that's available, they ride somebody in. And if they got so many cells available at that same time, when they about to ride some new people in, they'll ride that amount in to fill that space. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, it was about 10 beds available. So they rolled in about 10 people, right? Out of these 10 guys, at least 5 to 6 of them was a part of this group called BOA. BOA means Brothas of Arms. Brothas of Arms is a branch off the GDs. You know what I'm saying? And the BOA guys was all white guys. So it was 5 or 6 white guys on the yard with us. And they were saying that they under the 6. You know what I'm saying? So when they hit the yard and everything, you know, they instantly came and clicked in with us, you know, with the GDs and the Crips at the time. They came and clicked with us. They like, hey, you know, we BOAs, we under y'all, woody-woo, woody-woo. Well, I told y'all I was the second on the yard, right? The first on the yard, which was JBG, you know what I'm saying? JBG, after your name, it's always a G after it. That's how GDs, basically how you represent yourself as a GD. So my name was Little G. Damn, my bad. My name was Little G. You know what I'm saying? So basically everybody's name is a G after it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your name is, your nickname, whatever, it's a G after your nickname, right? So JBG was the first on the yard, right? He talked with them because a lot of us didn't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was also a lot of guys on the yard that knew about BOAs. So basically JB and a few of the other guys that knew about the BOAs, they all was like in a huddle together. You know what I'm saying? They was all talking and shit. I'm like, hell nah. You know, these guys, they just trying to get in with us. They scared or something. They just making up some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never heard of that. Now look, let me say this again. Like I said before, I didn't even know what a BD was back in that time. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of shit I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, JB and the other guys, they come back to us. They like, hey, look, you know, them guys, they with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? He like, nah, for real. It is a branch off of us. You know what I'm saying? Like on some prison shit. I don't know how the fuck they did that or how that went, but I promise you right here in the guide, that's exactly how it was. You know what I'm saying? They was called BOAs, Brothas of Arms. So if anybody been to a Michigan prison, you know what I'm saying? If you ever heard of BOAs, go ahead, chime in, let me know something. You know what I'm saying? But this is what was going on. So we had a group of guys called the BOAs that was under the GD Nation. You know what I'm saying? It was the GDs, the Crips, and then the BOAs. You know what I'm saying? basically the BOAs, they was the cleanup guys. So if we had any problems that we didn't want to deal with, we could throw it off on them. So basically they was the crash hours. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it 100. They was the crash hours. But they was about that life. They really was. At first, like I said, I thought that they was just trying to get up under our wing, you know what I'm saying, for like protection or some shit. Man, please. And mind you, they was all white guys. All of them was white guys. They all was like mid-20s to mid-30s. You know what I'm saying? Man, please. I done seen them niggas shoot niggas on the yard. Like I said, when you stab motherfucker, it's called shooting them in prison. You know what I'm saying? I done seen them shoot niggas on the yard. Like, them BOA niggas about that life. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I gained a lot of respect for them. Like, no lie. You know what I'm saying? Even though they was on crash out time, but they was about that life. Swear to God. You know what I'm saying? So, we had got into it with the Sereno Crips. And you know them, like Mexican, Latin type people, you know. Even though the Crips is under our branch, but the Serenos, they don't fuck with us. Like you know, them Mexicans, them Latin people, they rock on their own, you know what I'm saying? So they wasn't under us. They didn't fuck with us like that, you know. They was cool or whatever, but they didn't fuck with us like that. So something had happened in between the GD and one of those Serenos. You know what I'm saying? And instead of the GD handling it like he was supposed to handle it by himself, he knew that he had 100 guys behind him. So he got to talking crazy to the Sereno and, you know, all of that bullshit. Yeah, we gonna shoot it out and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Man, the Sereno was like, all right, cool. Now the Serenos, it was only about 4 or 5 of them. It wasn't a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But they was about that life too. You know what I'm saying? So, long story on all that, right? When the GD guy came back to us and told us he got into it with the Serenos, now it's like, now you involving us in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you on some bullshit. So, one of the tops of the Sereno, he came to JB, the head of the GDs. You know what I'm saying? They talked it out. They couldn't come to a conclusion, right? So they was like, hey, we just gonna have to gear up. It is what it is. Now, mind you saying, well, I'm saying it was about 100 GDs on the yard. And it's only 4 or 5 Serenos. What the fuck is they gonna do with us? When that day came, why was them Serenos all pistoled up? All of them. They had Donkey Kong weapons on them. Like, they didn't have them little regular knives that niggas be having in prison. Nigga, they had big boy shit, you know, like the type of shit you see on TV. Like, they had them bangers, you know what I'm saying? So basically, when we all met up on the yard, it was the GDs on this side and then the Serenos on this side, right? So I told you before, everything in prison is real militant. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like y'all could just meet up and just clash like that. Like, it don't work like that. If it do, everybody going to the hole. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. So whatever it is that y'all need to do it in a huddle. Y'all need to do it real quick. And then everybody need to disperse because the police coming. You know what I'm saying? Well, when all that happened, the GDs was on this side, the Serenos on this side, and it was like a little walkway in between us, right? So we all like, yeah, you know, whoever crossed the walkway, it's on. You know what I'm saying? We was all outside. We was on one side of the walkway. They was on the other side, you know. We like, hey, cross the walkway. You know what I'm saying? So that way, whoever crossed the walkway, after the fight is over, after everything is said and done, when they roll back the cameras, they'll see who crossed the walkway first. And basically, them be the people that was in the wrong type shit. You know what I'm saying? So we on both sides waiting on somebody to cross that walkway. You know what I'm saying? While we in the middle of that, here come the BOAs. We didn't involve them in our shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. like I said, you got the GDs, Crips, BOAs, right? All three of us had our own, well, all three of our groups, all three of us had our own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So when the Crips, they had something going on, they handled their business. You know, when the GDs had their shit going on, we handled our business. And when the BOAs had their shit going on, they handled their business. But we all was on standby. We all was rotating together. So if it really got like that, we had the Crips and the BOAs. And just like the Crips had the GDs and the BOAs had the Crips and the GDs. We all had each other if it got like that. But if it wasn't that serious, we didn't call the Crips or the BOAs. You know what I'm saying? So with us getting into it with the Serenos, and like I said, it was only a couple of them. It's like we didn't need the BOAs or the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Crips always was like tailing, they always stayed around, you know, to just make sure if anything popped off and we needed that, they always was around, you know. But the BOAs, they was still in the unit. You know what I'm saying? We out on the yard about to clash with the Serenos, and the BOAs was still in the unit, you know. So anyway, while we out there on the yard, this walkway is splitting both our sides, right? The BOAs come walking up. The BOAs walked up. One of them walked to me. Another one walked up to JB. They like, what's going on? I ain't said nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm the second. I ain't supposed to be running my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't say shit. I'm like, hey, take it over JB. You know? They asked JB what was going on. JB told them. You know what I'm saying? The BOAs, they like, hey, bag up. We got this. Huh? Mind you, it's a whole lot of us, GDs, you know what I'm saying? And it's only 5 or 6 of them damn BOAs, you know what I'm saying? They like, hey, y'all bag up. We got this. They turned around. They pulled out their bangers. They ran right up on them. They was having a fucking night party, back and forth. The Serenos and the BOAs. The BOAs poked their ass up. The Serenos, they walked off. They got the fuck on because the BOAs was poking their ass up. You know what I'm saying? The BOAs, they had them pistols too, you know. But the Serenos, they had them real long boys. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter what weapon you got. It's about how you use it. You know what I'm saying? And them BOAs, they knew how to throw them guns. You know what I'm saying? They knew how to throw them bitches. And they was throwing them. Us as the GDs, we just stand on the yard like, damn, these niggas ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the BOAs, they got history in prison, in the Michigan prisons that I know of. You know what I'm saying? They got history in the Michigan prisons. And this is exactly why they are a branch of the GDs. I don't know how all of that shit happened, but the GDs in prison accepted them, and they are accepted acclamation under the 6-point star. You know what I'm saying? In prison. Like I said, in the world, it's probably not even a thing. But in prison, in Michigan prisons, BOAs are under the 6. And they all white guys. You know what I'm saying? Them was just the white guys that rolled into our prison. But it was plenty more of them. It was a lot of them. Like, I learned a lot about them BOAs, you know what I'm saying, after they rolled in. Like I said, before they rolled in, I ain't know nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? But after they rolled in, I started learning so much about them. And this is exactly why I say, don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Because every last one of them BOAs was white guys. Every last one of them. And all of the guys that I talked to that knew about the BOAs, all of them said, yeah, all of them white guys. Every prison you go to, if it's a BOA, they white. And they all about their life. All of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where they came from or what, but they like security for the GDs, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Man, they poked them Serenos up. Them Serenos, they took their L, they walked off. Like I said, everything is so militant. You know what I'm saying? So the police didn't even catch it because they knew how to move. You know what I'm saying? It kind of looked like everybody was arguing, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But they really poking each other up type shit. You know what I'm saying? The Serenos couldn't handle them. They called out the fight. They walked out the yard. Boom. That was another win for the GDs. You know what I'm saying? Even though the BOAs did it, but they under our branch. You know what I'm saying? So that was a dub for us type shit. And we didn't even have to do nothing. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? So after that, me and one of the BOAs, we got real cool. You know what I'm saying? The other ones, they was cool as hell too, but it was just one. I don't remember his name. I don't remember none of their names. You know what I'm saying? But it was just one. He was cool as fuck. I fucked with him. He was a short white dude. I don't know if y'all remember Max Payne, the video game on PlayStation 2. Max Payne, that video game. This guy, he looked just like Max Payne. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who Max Payne is, go Google it. You know what I'm saying? Dog, I'm talking about look just like him. You know what I'm saying? The Max Payne guy, he stayed 2 cells down from me, right? Man, every time they broke the doors, me and him would be kicking it like a motherfucker. Like he was my dog. You know what I'm saying? And then I had my white bunkie, Scott. That was my nigga too. So like, I'm not no racist on no level. And I never been. You know what I'm saying? But prison, like, definitely heightened it and let me know that I ain't colorist at all. Like, at fucking all. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, me and the Max Payne guy, we was close. Like, that was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with each other hard. Him and the BOAs, they be making cook-ups and they be throwing us balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the top GDs that they fucked with, they'd throw all of us our own cook-up ball. Like, the BOAs, they fucked with us. You know what I'm saying? That was just some real shit, you know? And I forgot all about them, to be honest. I literally just thought about this shit this morning. Oh yeah, them BOAs, they was tweaking, you know what I'm saying? So I had to put that out there to y'all, man, because they was. And like I said, if you know anything about Michigan prisons, you know about the BOAs. Like, yeah, them boys is like that. But anyway, I got one more story about them BOAs, and I'm going to close this out, right? The Max Payne guy, like I said, he was 2 cells down from me, right? Now, let me make all this make sense. At that point in time, I was working in the chow hall, which is the cafeteria. But in prison, they call it the chow hall. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm working in the chow hall, right? I'm serving trays and shit like that. Now, this was on Adrian Correctional Facility Yard. You know what I'm saying? On Adrian Yard, they got level 1s, level 2, level 4, and level 5. I told y'all before, it ain't no level 3. It's 1, 2, 4, 5, right? So, the level 1s, they got their own section. It's still all on the same yard, but the level 1s, they got their own section. Like, it's a gate in between level 1s and level 2s. So, like, we could talk to them through the gate, but we can't get that close. You know what I'm saying? Level 2 got his own yard. You know, so you got the level 1 on this side of the fence, and then on this side of the fence, this the fence. On this side of it, you got the level 2s, right? The level 2s, inside of the level 2 yard, because the level 2 yard is a real big yard, right? So inside the level 2 yard, it has the level 4 and the level 5 buildings on the same yard as the level 2. But the level 4 and the level 5s, they like gated off. You know what I'm saying? So that way, us on the level 2s, we can't interact with the level 4s or the level 5s. You know what I'm saying? The level 4s, level 5s, they are maximum security prisons. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that those are the ones on 23 and 1. Them the ones that's locked in their cells the whole damn day. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the real graping and all of that stuff go on at. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time they come down to level 2s, they full-blown sissies. You know what I'm saying? It start in them level 4s and level 5s. Level 4 is the maximum security. Level 5 is like the Top Gun. Like, your ass just, you just fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So, with that being said, while me working in the cafeteria, we fed the level 2s, the level 4s, and the level 5s. The level 1, they had their own kitchen and all of that shit on their side of the fence. But level 2, like I said, the level 4 and the level 5 yard sat on our same yard, but they was gated in. You know what I'm saying? So when it was time for chow, fed all the level 2s first. Everybody in the level 2, all of them ate first. We made all their trays. They sat down and ate. After that, all of them got to go. Now, when you come to the chow hall to eat your meal, you only got a couple of minutes to eat. It ain't no sitting there marinating, kicking it with the homies and all. Nah, you got to sit down and you got to eat. Because you got to think, it's 3 units on this yard. And they got to feed everybody. You know what I'm saying? On the level 2 yard. I ain't even talking about the level 4s, level 5s yet. I'm just talking about the level 2. It's 3 units. You know what I'm saying? So within that 3 units, it's about anywhere from 1,000 to like 1,500 inmates. And they got to feed all these inmates within a timely zone. So you only got a couple of minutes to eat. Literally, you might got about 3 or 4 minutes to eat before the police come to your table. Hey, get up out of here. Even if you didn't finish that shit, get up out of here. Because the next unit got to come in. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So you only got a couple minutes to eat. Like I said, everything is real militant in prison, right? Well, after the level 2s eat, after everybody in level 2 eat, they send over to level 4 and a level 5. Level 4 and level 5s, they might got about 150 to 200 inmates. And a level 4, same thing in a level 5. It's only a couple of hundred of them, right? They come through, we feed them as well. Them level 4, level 5 guys, they completely different from us and level 2s. I promise you. So I understand why them guys that have a lot of time and they come from them level 4s to a level 2 and they be all the way laid back. Like, hey, I don't want no smoke. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm good where I'm at. Because they not trying to go back to level 4 because level 4 is, that's a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like, it's called level 4 for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's called maximum security for a reason. You will lose your fucking mind up in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of them guys did. So basically, a lot of them guys lost their mind in them level 4s, level 5s. So they started putting them on medication. You know what I'm saying? They got all type of medications in prison. Bunch of bullshit, but it's medication. You know what I'm saying? So basically, when guys be in them level 4s, level 5s too long, they get to losing their mind. They get to going cuckoo. And the system put their ass on the medications that they got. You know what I'm saying? Man, them guys coming there foaming at the mouth and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just fall like damn near like they just dropped dead. You know what I'm saying? The guards got to pick their ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they fucked up in them level 4s, level 5s. Some of them don't take showers. They come in that bitch stinking, breath banging, don't brush their teeth. Because they off the meds. The meds got them fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, man, but it's the truth, you know? So anyway, with the level 4, level 5 thing, right? When those guys in them levels, when they could bring down their levels, you know what I'm saying? Like after they do so much time in the level 4, level 5, and you know, they got good behavior and things like that, then they started sending them down to level 2s. Even them crazy ones on that medication, they send them down to a level 2 because they need the space. It's militant. You know what I'm saying? You don't stay in the same space for your whole term. You gonna ride out. You gonna go to another level. You gonna move around. That's just how prison operate. You know what I'm saying? So a guy from the level 5, he bumped his level past level 4 down to a level 2. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could do that. And that's what happened. So he skipped the level 4, even though level 4, level 5, the same shit. But he skipped the level 4, came down to a level 2, right? Just so happened the BOA guy that I'm talking about, he had to whoop his bunkie on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Him and his bunkie got into it. Not on no gangbanging shit. They just got into some shit. So the BOA guy, the Max Payne looking dude, 2 cells down from me, he beat the shit out of his bunkie. You know what I'm saying? They got his bunkie up out of there. The guy from the level 5 came down to a level 2. So they put him in the cell with Max Payne. You know what I'm saying? Man, Max Payne come down to my cell all the time. He like, bro, he like, that dude that they moved in, he was a black guy too. It was like, man, that dude that they moved in my cell, he gay, man. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, bro, he gay, for real. I'm like, what you mean? He like, man, he be saying little shit, you know, he be in here jacking off at night and shit, you know, grunting and all of that. He like, man, he gay. He, you know, he trying some shit. Like, he like basically he trying to groom me on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he like, I'm just letting you know right now, bro. Like, if that nigga try me, I'm whooping him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man, that's crazy. I'm like, you know, just watch yourself, man, because you know how she get up in here, you know. He like, I got you, you know, but he like, dog tried me, beating the fuck out of him. Right here in the guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta lie about shit, you know. Well, this is a couple of days down the line, right? The Max Payne guy, he had a TV. And the guy from the level 5, he didn't. So basically, he was expecting Max Payne to share his TV with him. Max Payne wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So he getting into it with Max Payne about his TV type shit. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is a big black guy. He trying to bully Max Payne because Max Payne a little white guy. You know what I'm saying? Little did you know, Max Payne was a BOA. He was one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? So with him calling himself trying to bully him about the TV, he called himself cutting into him about some booty type shit. The level 5 dude cut into Max Payne about some booty because he thought he was an easy lick because he was a little short white guy. Mind you, this after lockdown and everything, so we in our cells. You know what I'm saying? I could literally hear them arguing from 2 cells down. I could hear them in a cell arguing back and forth. I'm telling my bunkie, I'm like, dog, it's about to go down, you know. I'm like, you know, Max Payne been down here the past couple days talking about he gonna whoop his bunkie, you know what I'm saying? And now they over there arguing. We just listening. Next thing you know, bing. Oh my God, bing, bing, bing. Hollering and screaming like Mariah Carey. I promise you. It was Max Payne beating on the black guy. Beat the blood out his ass. No lie. He up there hollering and screaming. Max Payne throwing him wall to wall. Bop, 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 bop. We just hear everything just do the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It was so loud that the police ended up hearing it because we was at the end of the hallway. The police base desk was all the way at the other end of the hallway. But, you know, it's real quiet when they lock the unit down. So they could pretty much hear people in their cells arguing and hollering type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where they heard them and they're do tussling and shit, right? They all ran up there. By the time they got up there, Max Payne had the black guy beat to a pulp. Blood everywhere. They had to drag that guy out the cell, man. It was bad. They had to drag his ass out the cell. Big ass black dude. Now, mind you, I'm in my cell, and like I said, in the $150 video, you got a little bitty window. You know what I'm saying? They got your ID, your face card, and your prison number on it, right? So just like the police can see in our window, we can see out the window as well. You know what I'm saying? So when it came time for the police to drag the guy out the cell, they literally dragged his ass out the cell down the hallway. I seen him. Dude was knocked out. Bleeding all, like, he was bleeding like the dude with the $150. You know what I'm saying? Like, Max Payne put the beats on him. I mean, the beats. You know what I'm saying? Max Payne gave it to him. Man, they ain't do nothing but raise my respect even more for him. I'm like, dog, I didn't know the guy was coming like this. You know what I'm saying? He did, man. And they took him to the hole, and I never seen him again, you know. But the other BOAs was still on the yard. They still was pushing that pen. They still about their life, you know. And it's crazy that I forgot all about that shit, you know. But it was meant for me to remember it because I did. And here you go. You know what I'm saying? Them boys, they had a record in prison. BOAs, Brothas of Arms, a branch off the 6. And them boys, they was security for the GDs. They wanted all the smoke with whoever. Anybody had any problems with us, they was on go. You know what I'm saying? They had it to where the Vice Lords and the Bloods wouldn't even fuck with us. Straight up. Them boys was some hitters. And if you know, then you know. If you don't know, now you know. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.